So it is said it's very lonely at the top, but I don't
Exactly.
agree with that. I think that's what you have to do. Not think that you are Muhammad Ali the greatest. You have to
Uh,
think you are someone who still.
I was your student for 6 years. Now indirectly also your student. But मेरा एक हमेशा से ये क्वेश्चन रहा है मन में. How does it feel to be on top? Like you are at the top of everything. आपने जो अचीव किया है वो हम सब सपने देखते हैं कि शायद कभी करेंगे. अब आपने कर लिया है. You have done that, been there, dusted. You have retired from such high positions, and now also you are leading a team in the one of the largest leading centers, Apollo Hospital. So अब कैसा लगता है सर?
So it is said it's very lonely at the top, but I don't
Exactly.
agree with that. I think when you are at top, you have to see how many of your protege, your students, you can pull up to the same level. In fact, not only pull up to the same level. I believe that your children and your students, they must do better than you. That's what everybody wants. A father wants his children to do better than him. A teacher wants his students to do better than him. The reason is very simple. If my students can't achieve what I have done and their students can't achieve what they have achieved and so on, there will be attrition of the talent. Now,
Right.
my students, like for example, you trained with me and then you went to Germany and then you, honed your skills, learnt more things. When you came back, I was always keen to learn what you learned from Germany so that I can improve my practice. So one is education never stops.
Right.
Learning never stops. And it's got nothing to do with age and seniority. So I think when you are at top, you have to set the bar higher. That's number one. So you should never rest on your laurels. So see, nobody is perfect. And the moment you start thinking and saying that you are the best, I think that's the beginning of the end. I think what you need to do is you have to still see where we can improve. And it's said the more faults you can find in your own work, the closer you are to perfection. So it's not enough to give 99% just because nobody else can give 99%. You have to go for 100%, and there's always room for improvement. So I think that's what you have to do. Not think that you are Muhammad Ali the greatest. You have to think you are someone who still has so much to improve, to achieve more, and also pull your team along, because when I hang my gloves, I want to leave a legacy which achieves much more than what I have been able to do in my life. I'll give you an example. I learned bone banking. I did a 1-year fellowship and I brought that technology to India. So I was so excited. When my students started seeing bone banking, I did a 1-year fellowship in Australia. When my students, I sent them, the first few went and they came back in 6 months and they said, sir, we already knew. So it was nothing exciting. For me, it was an exciting thing to be introduced to a new technology which was not available in India. The cadaveric bone banking was not done. So I did 1-year fellowship. When I sent my students, they came back after 6 months saying, sir, 6 months was enough because we already see these things here every day. And then subsequently, some of them even turned down the opportunity.
Achha.
Saying that we are quite good, and then we know. So,
Right.
So I think the message here is that I had to spend 1 year there because I was learning something new. But then I have to fulfill my duty in order. If everybody from India has to go and spend 1 year again there to learn,
Right.
now they had this thing in-house where they could actually learn here and then they can concentrate on learning other things which are not available in India.